open till it shatters through the ocean.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, cats and dogs, and other farm animals, this is Arenia, and welcome to episode 14 of Matt's Mega Tech Pack, the series. Now, we were working on the Bibliocraft quest. We completed the seat back, but we still have the oak case and the fancy lamp to make, so we're going to go ahead and get to work on those. Now, for the oak case, we have all the stuff, mostly. We can make the slabs, we have wool, but we need glass. However, I did go out and gather a bunch of sand. So we're going to go ahead and take some of that sand and get it made into the glass that we need. I'm going to go ahead and grab that slab and that stick, because I can use that to make sure I have enough fuel. And in just a few seconds, we have one piece of glass, which is just what we need. We also get an achievement. I can see through this. We need a piece of wool, and then we need wood slabs. I have 3, but we need to make more. Of course, we take planks first, and then we make slabs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wool in the middle, then glass on top. There's the oak case. So now we're 2 for 3 on this quest. However, fancy lamp. We have the gold. We can make the glass. We don't, however, have glowstone, meaning it is time to go to the Nether. Now, it just so happens that I fortunately had some obsidian together, but we're going to have to get more than that together. To get to the Nether, of course, we need a flint and steel. While I'm making the flint and steel, though, I'm going to go ahead and get 2 more glass making. And then in the raw materials chest, let's grab some flint. And then check the recipe. Flint and steel, just flint and iron bar. There we go. We're going to go ahead and store that in the function blocks. This goes back to wood. And we're going to grab our full assortment of tools. That is, we're going to grab our axe, our pickaxe, our shovel, and our sword. As you recall, we are on easy. There could be enemies in the Nether. I built my Nether Portal as an add-on to the house. And we're going to go ahead and light it up. And it might help if I also bring along food. Maybe some of that rice cheese that I got last time. Because that seems to be doing pretty well. So, let's go to the Nether. Whoosh. Our first trip to the Nether on the series. On we go with loading the terrain, and we'll be right back as soon as it loads. Well, it'll load really quickly, so never mind my random ramblings. Let's go ahead and set a waypoint immediately. Home portal. So much fire. Of course, we have lava to tend to. What I notice right away is that mimicite ore is very common here. Which is always nice to see, because I can use this to help me duplicate things. Alright, there's that one closed up. Now we'll go ahead and close that lava flow. I think we're about to be plunged into a real dose of darkness here, so I probably should have grabbed some torches. Okay, it's not that bad. We can actually see relatively well in the Nether. Nether coal, Ignatius, Nether saltpeter. Okay, so Nether ores. island, right? We're just trying to navigate our way through the Nether so we can find some glowstone. So much Nether ore. Oh hey, but we have cobalt. Of course, cobalt is useful. If we can find ardite, we're in great shape. Of course, that's manulan alloy right there. Okay, more mimikite. Midacium, okay, that can turn stuff to gold, and of course there's a ton of nether gold right next to it. Oh, nether. Nether. I think we've ended up in just one cavern. So this is going to take a bit of exploration to find some glowstone. I'll get back to you guys when well, evidently I collect a burning blossom, but I'll get back to you guys when I find something of interest. So, we'll be right back. Alright, we are back. So I did make it to the Nether. I had a few other things go on, such as fighting a ghast that I actually did not have time to start recording, and also exploring a ship. So I did manage to pick up some stuff, including some glowstone, but I wanted to go ahead and actually try and get some glowstone ourselves, and it's up there, so the question becomes how we get to it. Well, fortunately for us, sorry about that. Yeah, I'm still not entirely better. I harvested some netherrack. And we're going to go ahead and just scoot ourselves over to that glowstone. Alrighty, one more over, and then we can start heading that way. Okay, here we are. Ready to pick up the glowstone. Alrighty. And if we go over there, we can actually hop off without having to fall. Now we're going to keep our crossing going. And just pull out some blocks over here so I can start doing this. Alrighty, we're over. We're on the other side now. Just wanted to see if there was anything over here we needed to harvest. Evidently light myself on fire before we teleport back to the home portal and get back to work on our fancy lamp. So we're going to go ahead and teleport over, and I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back on the... I'm back from the Nether, but there's been a terrible problem. I hadn't actually noticed that I had muted my microphone while I was recording this part of the video, so I'm actually going to have to do my commentary in post. Now, I've just picked up the glass that we smelted earlier to go ahead and get our fancy lamp. So we're going to go ahead and get that made. Now, for that, I do need my metal, my gold more specifically. We need 3 ingots of it, because of course 1 ingot will give us the 9 nuggets, of which 2 we'll need to make the base of the lamp. So the 2 nuggets go in right at the bottom. The 2 ingots make the stem of the lamp, the glass, of course, for the shade of the lamp, and then the glowstone finishes up the design. And we're going to go ahead and stick it right next to the bed, because why not? And since we have a lamp there, we no longer need a torch, so that's gone too. Things suddenly look a lot nicer around here. Now, since I picked up a bunch of stuff from the Nether, I figure we should go ahead and show off the reorganized storage system. So first I drop the netherrack and the glowstone, where they go. The emerald fragment goes in there. But I take a moment to figure out if there are any other things I should put in there. However, eventually I put in the wrath shard and then find the gluttony shards after fiddling around for a few moments. Those go in, poof. Next up, I check for stones, but I realize that's cobalt ore, so then I stick that in and fill up the ore chest. But the ore chest is, as I've just said, full. So we're going to have to upgrade our chests, of course. Chest in the jukebox, go in the function blocks. I put the cheese back, the rice cheese. The flour goes with the others. And then it's time to store all the raw materials. Now, I hadn't noticed earlier that I actually had some glowstone dust, but I take a moment to go ahead and put the fossils where they go, so that way they don't get mixed in. The ancient glass, I decide, eventually will go in the raw materials, and then everything else starts going in. But you see that 5 glowstone dust. I probably could have made a glowstone block with that. I think it takes 4. And then, of course, the gold nuggets go with the metals. And torch is the final thing to get stored. We put that with the tools. So, with that quest completed, we actually get a broken item. And I'll probably just get rid of that through the delete function of NEI, because it literally is just a broken item. There's nothing really to do with it. Now, Iron Chest was the next quest I chose, because I did need to show off. I did need to upgrade the ores chest, but I decided I was going to go ahead and just show off all the levels of iron chests. And then I put back the electricium, because that doesn't work, and I realize I actually have a sufficient source of copper. So the first 3 I chose to make were the gold, the copper, and the iron, which would complete the quest. But then I decided to turn it into showing off all of them. I grabbed the chests because I might as well make use of the function blocks I already have rather than expend more wood. Copper chest is simple enough. 8 copper ingots around chest. The iron chest is the same way. However, when you get above that level, it changes. You have to use ingots around an iron chest. So the first step becomes making an iron chest, because I wanted to show a comparison. I wanted to make each of them individually, and then gold around that gives us gold chest. And at this point, the quest is complete. I haven't completed it yet. I'll probably do that the next time I load up the game to record an episode, but I start seeing if I have any silver, which I don't. However, I actually have silver ore. And we go ahead and grab 8 of that. We're going to smelt it out, because it's around copper chest. And of course we have copper. We have 24. And I grab a thing of coal, because of course 1 coal will smelt the 8 silver ingots that we need. Now, while this was happening, I was trying to make a slightly extended episode. I wanted to fill some time, because you guys haven't seen very many videos out of me. I've been sick, which is also why there are some random breaks in this commentary, because I've had to cough or sneeze or whatever. And I do apologize for the gaps in video uploads and sometimes the reduced uploads. There was an episode of Kerbal Space Chronicles that should have come out but didn't. There was an episode of Factorio that should have come out, but that's also still being worked on. I'm reworking my factory, so that didn't work either. At this point, though, I chose to look at all the different kinds of furnaces and see if I could get furnaces that go faster. And I'm pretty sure I can. So we're going to work on that in a future episode, so that way I don't have to fill nearly as much time staring at things smelting mid-episode, especially if I make a double-length episode or what have you, and I need to make more materials. Eventually, though, I pick up that there are actually 2 iron, 2 gold, and 2 diamond furnaces. It looks like there's 3, but one of them is actually just the animated furnace block. So we go ahead and leave that alone. Now, for making the silver chest, you first make a copper one, and then you go round it with silver ingots, you get silver chest. And if I put those in order, you've got, of course, your regular chest, which is 27 spaces. The copper chest is 45. The iron chest is 54. The silver chest is 72. And the gold chest is 81. Now that's 3 rows of 9 in the wood, 5 rows of 9 for copper. You get 6 rows of 9 in the iron chest. Right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You get 8 rows of 9 in the silver chest. Then we're going to come over to the gold chest. You'll see it's 9 rows of 9. It's a perfect square. And then I decide, well, why don't we go all the way? Why don't we go ahead and make up the diamond chest? So, I check and see if I've got enough diamonds, which I do. However, I realize it might not be the same recipe. So, with a diamond chest, it actually only requires 2 or 3 diamonds. And, of course, I have 14, and I can come at it from either a gold or silver chest. Now, silver, of course, I'd have to smelt more silver. So I decided the easiest way to show that off is to go ahead and get through the gold chest. However, we also need glass. Now, at first I thought it might require stained glass, in which case we'd have a bit of a problem because I don't have any dyes on hand. But that would be a good thing to show off. In either case, though, I realized that it does accept regular glass. I've made diamond chests before, and they've accepted regular glass. We just have to smelt some more. So that's going to be going on, and then to fill time a little bit better, I actually work on making the chests prior in the sequence. Namely, it requires a gold chest, which requires an iron one. For some reason, I decided to look up the furnaces again, which I don't really need at this moment. I keep putting the chest in the wrong position, but eventually I figured it out. Make an iron chest, then a gold one, and now we're just waiting for the glass. I retrieved the 2 diamonds, but to indicate the slowness of the furnace, I've only made 3 of the 6 glass I need. However, that's a crafting station, it'll actually remember. I notice I have a zombie running around, and I almost grabbed the wrong chest again. But there, now I've set up half the recipe. We just need the other glass. And I thought I'd only pull out 1 glass, but I pulled out 2 because the other one finished smelting right as I pulled them out. And then, after just a few more seconds, boom, 3 glass, those go on the bottom, and we have a diamond chest. Now that's the largest one in the sequence. It's 9 rows of 12, it's 108 spaces. And the obsidian chest and the crystal chest are unique. The obsidian chest is just blast resistant, but it's the same size as diamond. The crystal chest is what I don't really recommend. It's the same size as diamond, but it shows you all of its contents. Like visibly as models, and it can cause a lot of lag if you're not careful. So I don't always recommend that, but in the meantime, stay tuned for the outro. Hey everyone, Arinia here. Thanks so much for watching this latest video out of my channel, and thanks so much to these patrons who, among others, are helping make this content possible by donating at least $10 on my Patreon page. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, leave a comment. Tell us what we need to do better. If you liked it, still leave a comment. I'm always open to input. If you like the channel, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and join us on the Discord community, link in the description. If you want to support the channel, and I really hope you do, please, down in the description is a link to the Buy Me a Coffee page, which you can donate to for a one-time donation, or the Patreon page, which you can head on to donate monthly and get perks. In the meantime, this is Arinia saying once again, thanks for watching,